to another episode of Voices from Experience with my co-host Tamika.
Hi guys.
AKA Tam Tam. And my other co-host Wambui, AKA Wam. So guys, today I want to speak about independence, but I want to start with a question though. What is finesse culture?
To me, that's a very grey area.
I know it's very bold.
Everyone has their own opinion and conception on what they determine finesse culture to them. Personally, for me, it's doing something that you know is morally and legally just not right. It's wrong to every degree, for monetary or materialistic gain, just to flashy on social media. Do you know what I mean? That's my personal opinion.
I agree. No, you couldn't have said it better actually to me.
Right.
But it's normal. Let's talk about that.
100%. 2021. Even before 2021, it was a thing. But my thing is this. I personally feel like, it's getting misconstrued with being independent. So my thing is this: men and women finesse in their different ways. But I'm speaking particularly about women using it as a different, using it as a predominant grind. Do you get what I mean? To get money.
They see it as a hustle. They probably don't realise that you can hustle and still be working a 9 to 5.
100%.
You can be doing it legally, but for them, I feel like it's by by any means necessary. It's the gains that they're getting from it. So it's kind of they're not seeing that it's wrong.
Right.
But
do you think
it's
the
anyway?
Question? You think it's the quick game?
I think it's the quick game.
It's the fact that it's accessible and you can get it just like that.
No one wants to go the hard way. No one wants to do this, the progress. They don't want to put the work in. If everyone can just get quick things like that, of course they're going to do it. You know what I mean? But then it's kind of you have to think to yourself, at what cost? Are you now going to compromise your morals, values?
You have to be a certain type of person to kind of do it. You know what I mean? Or entertain it, and not to. I feel like everyone's different. You know what I mean? So you can meet somebody and they don't think about that. You know what I mean? They don't have a conscience. You know what I mean? And I feel like being non-judgmental, but I feel like obviously people kind of choose that. You know, I feel like it's a choice. It's not something that's. It's a choice.
Right. You know what my thing is? I feel like now in this day and age, because people have been finessing, this has been a thing, right? But I feel like in this day and age, it's been seen as it's normalized. Do you get what I mean? I feel like that's what my thing is. If you're going to do that, that's on you. I just don't like how it's getting clouded to be this is. Did you understand? It's like
a thing. It's like a thing where it's you need to take his money. You need to do this.
No, but my thing is that's being seen as that's a grind.
It's not to me. That's not a grind. I think
a legitimate
someone
grind, anyways.
Who's honestly hard working at their own craft, whether it's a professional career, whether it's a gig that they really want to do, something that makes them happy. And I know me saying that is kind of people can take it as a vague statement, because some people might be happy being a finesser.
Right,
and people might enjoy that. Do you know what I mean? So who am I to say that's not bringing them happiness? But in my mind, from a moral standpoint and from what I believe, it's wrong. Wrong is wrong. Right is right, and this is wrong.
But this is my thing, though. I think it's for me, what irritates me is the grey area within that. It's a grey area that is not being seen as wrong. It's almost like you're entitled.
But the thing is, what annoys me, I think I don't have a problem if somebody wants to do it, but I feel like nowadays it's people. It's overshot, and people who are not into that don't do that. So we you don't get the praise for the hard work if you're not about that. It's more you get it because it's not a quick come up. So say if you were to I don't know, start your own business, do whatever, you know what I mean, you're more likely to go if you get it the quick way.
But you just said this: people don't get praise for doing it the
good. They don't.
way. So this leads the person who does do it the legitimate way to question themselves naturally, because you're seeing it in your face on the gram, you're seeing it through different websites that is being so glorified, and it's so easy, and if you're not doing it, it's almost like you're wasting your time.
I've had people say to me like, oh, why don't you if I was you, just like this, and it's always come from a man, like to say, if I was a girl I would be doing the most, I would be taking all his money, like da 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 da.
That's like, funny to me, because they're the same guys that would also girls who do that.
Do you see what I mean? So it's like that you wouldn't wife that, not to say that it's, I don't care, like at the end of the day we don't have morals for men, but it's like they're just so quick to be like, if I look like you, then I would go and finesse everyone, like I don't know why you don't just go get your coin and bounce, do you know what I mean? It's so normalized now, but these are the same comments made from the people that would be like, oh, I don't respect a girl who does that, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's like, even though you wouldn't, but
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So it's kind of like, at the end of the day, I just see it's down to you, like don't, obviously like at the end of the day it's your decision, but like I just feel like men are so quick to just be like, you know what I mean? Like, also like your friend, you know, if your friend's on it, you're more likely to do it. That's another thing, like we spoke about the influence thing as well.
So do you think that ties into sheep mentality then?
Absolutely, absolutely. And also think about it, if there's a big shepherd, do you know what I mean? A herd of shepherd, sheep are naturally gonna flock, whether they see it as morally correct or not. Do you know what I mean? And you know what my thing is? I'm not trying to come here on a condemning thing. I just want it to be normalized that girls who don't want to do that, it's okay. It's okay. And can we keep it 100? I honestly feel like it's more rewarding, because if we're going to go more into the whole finesse thing, I feel like, okay, cool, you get all these things. Personally, again, that's because of my integrity and the way I am. I don't think I could enjoy those things because I know where it came from, as opposed to if I got it for myself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, this isn't really mine though, or I didn't enjoy doing it, or it wasn't a thing where it's something I've been saving for a long time, or working towards for a long time.
What joy do you get from going home each day, knowing that you've finessed someone, you've scammed someone out their hard-earned working money, for you now to go out, buy whatever you want to buy, knowing that you didn't do not a graft to do it.
But my thing is this though, that there's that, and I agree with that, but then there's the girls that are like, well, he wanted to do it, he's my sugar daddy, he wants my company, so I'm just I'm annoying.
But like for me, I just feel like,
so how would you combat that?
But it's a choice though to even get yourself in that situation.
It's a choice, a big choice. Like no one had a gun to your head saying, yo, you need to do this. Like it's a personal choice. I can't say it's wrong.
Right.
Well, I can, because I do
believe it's wrong.
But I can't go to a girl who lives and breathes that lifestyle and say, you're wrong. You shouldn't do that.
Because I feel, for some girls, right, but for some girls, they're thinking, but that is my grind. Same way you have your thingy, that is my grind to do that.
So where do we draw the line at a hustle then? Where you know what I mean?
But it's just that because I feel like it's glamorized, because it looks like you are independent. You get it? Because nobody does know. Like nobody knows the full truth. So all you're gonna see is this lavish, amazing life, and people are gonna be like, whoa, like I want to be like that, and they never know the full story, and I think that's what you're trying to say, is the misconception is this great, is you never really know, so then what you're feeding into is just what you see on the outside. So not all that glitters is gold, you never know. But like you said, you're trying to just say like, it's not like frowned upon if you want to do it the long way, like it's,
you know what it is, we hear stories about girls that have done this, right, and they talk about the lit parts, how, you know, I've got this, I've managed to start my business by getting this or whatever. We don't really hear pretty privilege, which plays a huge part into it, but we don't hear the stories about the girls that feel bad or are scarred by something that they didn't morally think was right. Because I'm sorry, I know for a fact that's out there. There is some girls that are struggling with the fact that, okay, I've just done this, and then maybe because the more they do it, it becomes a norm to them.
Of course.
And that's sad to me.
And also
they become immune to it.
And then you start telling the people you meet that it's normal. Like, and I think that's where it gets confused. Well, now, like it's more so, it's like a social thing. It's like if you don't, like, what? You're like
What are you want?
What
What
is
you
you
want?
want?
You're
Like,
mad.
what, you didn't take his money?
You're mad.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Yeah, I didn't take his money, and
Yeah.
I'll make my own. Thank you very much.
Right.
You know, like that.
But you said, when do girls even say that now?
No, I haven't heard that.
I
haven't heard that in a long time.
I don't know why. As a kid, I say this word so much, but subconsciously, I just feel like girls have become immune to like what's right and what's wrong, because of what they're seeing. Like, we forget we're like sponges. We absorb our environment. If you've got real people around you who are hardworking, who are doing things the most moralistic way, if that's a word, like doing things the legit way, you are gonna empower that. You're gonna be like, you know what, I see her doing her thing, bully the right way, I want to do that. If you've just got people around you who are finessing, scamming, getting their way to the top, not the best way, that's all they know. So it's kind of like environment plays a big role in it as well. But then there's the pressure of you need to be making this much, you need to have this, you need to have that.
Like, it's hard as well, because like you see, like it's in all the songs. So like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, love to but it is again like glamorized, music, and it is like the music.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we love that music. However, I feel like take it with a pinch of salt. Enjoy the music. However, like, you don't have to like do what they're saying. It's kind of like, you need to detach yourself from like, yo, that's not my life, that's their life.
No,
you know what I mean?
City girls. And my thing is this, granted they used to do that, right? They're not doing it now. So my thing is this, when you said take it with a pinch of salt, there's girls that are taking that verbatim because they're thinking, well, she did it, but I'm thinking, but she's not doing that now.
Like, I feel like people like, you know, Cardi, whatever, it was kind of glamorized to be even a stripper or stuff like that. I feel like that's, even for me, I was thinking, bro, how much money could I make? Do you know what I mean? You start to think all this crazy shit, where it's like, hang on a minute, I'm only thinking that because it's around me. Like, you know what I mean?
It's in your face.
It's in your face, and you start thinking, hang on a minute. But you know, like, I think enjoy the music, but don't just keep it, because that's that person's life. Like, it doesn't mean that you know, you can still love that artist, but don't feed into kind of every lyric. Like, it's a kind of like, you can listen to trap, you can listen to all of that. But doesn't mean you have to go rob someone.
But you know what I feel like? Not necessarily.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm dead. What do you? That is true. Don't do that. But my thing is this: I feel like with our generation, actually, I'm not going to say all of us, but some of us, we already know that period. I'm talking about for the younger generation, though. Like, because you made the point that we're like sponges.
We are.
Especially the younger generation with the TikTok and all of them things there. Do you know what I mean? They're hearing it, it's listening to it, and then it's being projected out into the real world. I feel like it's the same way with like music, like, do you know what I mean? With other types of music, do you know what I mean? It's the influence.
It is.
And I feel like I want to touch on that a bit more.
Can I just quickly make a quick point though? Like, we say like to take things with a pinch of salt, but some people, unfortunately, they're so weak-minded.
Right.
No, and don't have that strength.
No,
to detach
you land
reality from false and fantasy.
That's what I was trying to say. No, you touched on the head.
Strong-willed.
100%.
Because you will crumble and cave each and every
But
single
you know what my
time.
thing is though? Those people have a foundation in the first place. Because my thing is this,
because
we've been
living through somebody else.
But my thing is this, I feel like we're strong-willed enough to listen to this music because the morals that we were brought up on, to be independent, to look after yourself, was embedded. So it's like we can take those with a pinch of salt. But for people that don't necessarily have a foundation, because my thing is people like Cardi B say, I'm not your children's role model, it's not my fault I'm watching that, and I hear that. But for the young kids that don't have a foundation,
that's all.
That's their foundation. Do you get it? Parents are allowing their children. I think this is a whole different topic, but it fits into this. Parents are allowing their children to allow social media to raise them in a way. Hence why, like you said, it's kind of like they don't know any better. Do you know what I mean? And that's why normalization.
But then I feel like it's important too, because it's going to be everywhere. We can't just sit there and say that
of course
are going to just stop. Do you know what I mean?
And
it's also you can't shelter your child from. You can't. It's like, at the end of the day, that's, you know, like, we can say that that this culture is not correct or whatever, but you also can't shelter your child so much to the point where they
I feel like as parents, obviously I don't have any children, but you can only give them the tools of life to know right from wrong. What they do behind their parents, the parents don't know.
Yeah.
Because we forget that, we all live double lives.
Oh my God, defo.
You know what I mean?
Defo.
Yeah.
Like, I want to point out, right, that yes, our parents say these things, and I can feel like a lot of the fundamental things that my mum said have always stick with me. However, yes, I have strayed. Yes, I have done a mezzanine, but I feel like the core values have always stayed. You get what I mean? That's not to say that I'm perfect.
It's not to say that we haven't made mistakes and whatnot. And no, it's not to be frowned upon that people do make mistakes.
Because we're human,
it, you know, and
it happens.
But I think it's like what we're trying to make the point is like to separate the two, and you know what I mean, and not make that you, like,
yes, don't make it you as a person,
I mean.
because life is about learning, and I feel like sometimes some people, you learn the lesson better when you actually go through it.
Because like some of the lessons you like, you kind of have to go through it.
Fully.
You know what I mean, and that's not to be ashamed of that.
You needed that to build your character, to open your eyes, to make you realise this isn't it. So like you said, it's important to realise that it's not a thing where you shouldn't. We are human, we're going to make mistakes. But it's like Wham said, when you make it your identity, and when you make excuses for it.
It's when somebody's okay with it. Then you start to think, you're right, you think that's okay.
You think that's okay.
But then it's like, then it's up to the person whether they can
differentiate. I've done this and I understand why I did it.
Because some people be like that, they've been in it for years and then they think, raw, take a step back, and they're like, yo, it's not even their fault. Do you get it? It's not their fault.
But you know what? Some people might just naturally get a thrill out of doing it.
Of course.
So you will forget that there's generally people out there who have probably tried the corporate world. They've tried to make a hard-earned money, like salary for themselves, but they're thinking, you know what? I'm tired.
Yeah, but
I'm tired.
I get it, but I hate how it's so frowned upon to work a 9 to 5.
That's what I was going to say. My thing is this: if you're going to go and do that, that's fine. But don't then now cuss down the people that are working.
It really be those type of people.
It really does.
It's like you was doing a 9 to 5 on
So
don't do that.
Don't really start.
No, but it's like it's the looking down for me, because it's like, hang on a minute, it depends on the person, but you used to be there, and then just because you wanted a quick come up,
that's fine by you.
That's fine by you, each to their own.
But
you're not about to come because that's the way I've been brought up or whatever. So don't now shut down my thing, because that's how if that's how I want to graft, that's how I'm gonna graft. And I feel like you need to be open to the people and not be like, just because you see a pretty girl doesn't mean that she's a finesse. Just because you see her like whatever doesn't mean she's on that. Leave her alone. Don't influence that. Like, just leave her to make up her decision.
I think it's the gloating for me. It's when you hear, I made in 10 days what you couldn't make in 10 years. Like, start.
But you know what?
The break.
No, but can I just make a point though? Those are the same people that be like, I'm tired of all these judgy people making it seem like I had a hard life and this is what I had to do. If you're going to say that, you need to have the same energy for the people working to 9 to 5. So no, but do you not think it's vice versa?
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways. Same way we're not coming on here judging people that do it. Like I said, I'm just trying to make a point to the people that don't feel comfortable doing it, and that's all they're seeing. But my point is, the judging, it goes both ways.
Don't be judgmental.
Because the same way, same way, I don't know why someone's doing their finesse. I don't know what come up they've done. I don't know what trouble they've gotten themselves into. Therefore, I'm not going to be so quick to be like,
each to their own. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like if somebody says that, like, I saw something funny which was like, I'm gonna start saying that I sell eggs or something, some meme or something, because you know people be crazy like that. Like the judgment of what you do is mad now. I'm gonna start saying I sell eggs now. Do you get it? What now? Do you wanna be my friend?
Like, come on.
You know, I just feel like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like, my thing is this, like, I'm never gonna sit here and judge anyone who does it, because how you make your money is how you make your money. I say it all the time. Like, money have to make, but
at what cost?
If you're going down that avenue, that's fine. I hope you're sleeping well at night. But for me, it's just like, you know, if you're sleeping well at night, talk to the all sorts, have dreams, that's
on you.
I can't condemn you for that.
But if it's interrupting your peace, if you can't sleep well at night,
then it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
And it's not worth it. If it's affecting your mental, I feel like that's when you need to kind of sit down and be like, this isn't worth it. Because cool, you might have the most glamorous bags, the whatever, whatever. But at what cost? Is it physical or mental? Are you going home? Do you know what? Are you, you cool? You know what I mean? There's more to the story. I feel like, again, all that glitters is not gold.
It's
not to go deep, but I feel like people, it's very, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's become normalized to ignore what your spirit is telling you or what your inner man is telling you, because like you said, it's almost like you're trying to ignore it, but it's like if it doesn't fit right in your heart, then you generally shouldn't be doing it.
Basically, it's not by force.
It's not because you know what? Yeah, there's one thing you can't fool, and that's your soul. You can fool everyone and everything, but you cannot fool your soul.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, after you've done what you've done, you've got to deal with yourself,
mate.
So that's what it comes down to. And if somebody can do that, calm. I'm not looking down on you. Calm. That's your money. That's your hustle. That's whatever. You get it. But at the end of the day, contentment. It's the contentment for me. If you can run with it, run with it.
But inner peace for me.
It's not. We're not shining like down on it. We're not looking down on it. However, it's time to pick up the girls that
this is my point.
Even if it takes 5 years,
even if it takes 5 years, it's so worth it. Because
you'll look back and you'll say to yourself, I did that and I didn't have no handout.
But I
didn't have to trick no one or something.
I feel like it makes you feel a lot more grateful for when you do get into a higher position, because you realise how humbling it was having to go, because my thing is this, there's a lot of people that are in these positions, right, and they don't actually know the true value of it because they never had to graph. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like it hits different.
It hits different when you've had when you haven't, or you haven't been like, right, like I did use my man, Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Or I could have done this, but I didn't.
It's that, but I didn't.
But I didn't.
It's that for me.
And you know what my thing is though? I don't understand why those stories aren't being pushed. Those stories aren't being pushed, because that one young girl that's literally crying at McDonald's needs to hear that. You know what I mean though? They need to hear that. I promise you. Your blessings are coming.
Like, work in a normal job, but your talent will get you there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not every day like having to do the most. Like, that's why you can't always. I feel like as well, people sometimes we can look up to the people. We just don't know what's happening. You never know their stories. So don't always be so quick to be like to praise that person.
We had this conversation. I don't know if you remember, but even last year we had this conversation about how we don't even see the end. We see the end result. But we don't know what happened in between. But my thing is, I need the in between. I need the in between because I need to know. You understand what I'm saying? Because the finishing result is beautiful to look at, but what's motivating me to get there?
It's again like Instagram is a highlight reel, so you're seeing everybody promote their business launching, their whatever, like the highlights. They're on holiday, the money they've got, but you don't see the grind they've done. So that also is something like you said, you want to see more of like the hard, it's
we need it, because you know what, it's kind of like everyone wants to eat the final meal, but no one wants to stand there and prepare the dish. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
No one's like, why are we skipping and jumping over steps?
Talk about it,
sis.
Talk about it, sis. No, my thing is, the full journey, I feel like you see the result in its full integrity. You do. You see the humbleness. You see the hard work. You see the coin as a whole. That's appealing to me. Seeing that someone genuinely deserved it and is eating the fruits of their labour. That's appealing to me.
And it's not always going to be pretty.
At all.
It's probably going to be nice, but they're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm tired.
I'm done.
When is it going to happen for me? Like, when is it going to happen for me? You know what I mean? Like, with all that,
I'm always crying. Like 2 in the morning, I'm like, oh my god. No, it's true.
But my thing is that 2 in the morning story is going to be that person being like, you know what, if Wham could do it, we want that, man, because it's, you know what it is.
Be that story.
Be that story. A young girl needs it, even if it's one girl that's touched by it. Somebody needs it.
Then you've done your bit. Anyway.
My thing is this: there needs to be equal balance. The same way that we're getting all this praise for finesse culture and stuff, there needs to be the exact same praise for the girls that do this.
Each of their own.
Right, because like everybody's lifestyle is different. But what I'm going to pro is actual independence. I just don't like how it's been.
Everyone's gonna come with their different connotation of well I am independent. Well, you're not, because No, you're not, because I'm sorry,
talking
like
about.
if you think finessing, scamming, getting money
Yeah.
by all means necessary the wrong way, if you think that's independence, then sorry honey, I have to burst you bubble there. Do you know what I mean?
I think that where they call themselves independent is because they've got it themselves. Do you get it? So they've got them. So it's skipping
off other people's
so
backs,
so it's like skipping the messy part and then just saying no, but I did go to IKEA and buy that myself. Do you get it? So they're skipping the other bit. So it's kind of like all you see is like everything else. Do you know what I mean? So
there's definitely a grey area.
There is,
but like you said, for the girls that still do have that mentality in their head that they don't feel comfortable doing that, but don't feel comfortable.
Stick with it.
But like you said, we need more representations of females that speak about it.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the normalisation of it is mad. And like Ram said in the beginning, these celebs and that ain't gonna stop talking that.
they're not.
It's not going to end.
Nah.
So the same way we complain about people complain about these things, but it's like, what change are you going to make?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Hence why I don't really cuss it anymore, because I just think to myself, well, I'm going to be that change. If I'm not seeing it, then I'm going to do it the wall.
Yeah, period.
And that's why maybe had a little lamb.
Period. Oh my gosh.